to realize where you want to transition to, because we're on a journey this evening, friends, and it's a journey of transitioning. So for those of you who've never heard it before, never heard a single word about the cash flow quadrant, this is exactly what it is. I believe the majority of us on the call are employees. Maybe you're an employee of the government, and maybe you're an employee of a private enterprise. Whichever way, what it means is that you have a boss, correct? And you're working for someone. Someone is paying you. Someone is giving you a salary. Anybody can identify with that type of position? The majority of us working for a system. You turn up, you work your hours, and then you go home. You do it the next day, and then you do it the day after that. And you're expecting and definitely receiving a salary, whether it's every month end or every fortnight, every 2 weeks. So many of us, that's our position. We're comfortable there, and it seems to be working out. But friends, on this call, we want to have you have a complete shift. A shift whereby you're not just working for someone, but where you're getting the true benefits in addition to the salary, but true benefits, which is your time, your freedom, your options. Because when you work for someone else as an employee, you don't quite have all the options that you would love to have. And the fact remains that your employer is the one who really dictates your life. They really make the decisions for you. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? Your employer is telling you what time you can have a cup of coffee. They're telling you what time you may have lunch. You are a big man, you are a big woman, but still your employer is dictating to you when you can eat. And what about when you can take vacation? Don't they influence that decision-making process as well? It's absolutely true, isn't it? That your employer, despite the fact that maybe your spouse is free to go and the children are home from school, still you have to rely on it. Is it okay, boss, for me to have a week off? For me to have 2 weeks off in this exact period? And sometimes they pull the rug from under you and you don't get going where you want to go. So that's not the ideal situation. And in this program this evening, we're talking about big things. We're talking about you creating wealth. We're talking about you becoming, listen to me, I'm not afraid to say it on this call, and please don't be afraid to hear it. Becoming wealthy, becoming rich, and having excess. But this is not the ideal situation that allows for that. So let's see how, if that's where we are now, how we can apply a process to transition from there. And I know a lot of us are really entrepreneurial, and sometimes we do get to transition from being an employee, and we open up our own business and put our talents to the test. Sometimes we're selling a merchandising item. Sometimes we're just creating from our own talents and crafts. But either way, you start to work for yourself. So now you're actually owning your job. You are your business. You become your system. Is there anything that you're losing in this category, my friends, that you would not like to lose? Yes, you lose your time, your free time. You lose your freedom. So I don't believe this is ideally where we like to be either, because in the same situation, like the vacation, the family has to go without you, because if you don't stay and work, you don't make the money. And in this call, we want to show you the money. We don't want you to lose any of it. We want to show you the money. So let's try to move and transition away from this category as well. It's encouraging. It's very entrepreneurial. But like my friend always says, the minute you open the business, try to get out of the business. What he means by that is that you're jumping now over into the right side of the quadrant and becoming a business owner. It's not you working for anybody, or it's not you ideally working for yourself. It's you having a system work for you. This is where it starts to get awesome. This is where you have people working for you. So at this point, can you go on the family vacation? Yes, yes, yes. Come on, hit me up in that chat. Yes, yes, yes. Now you're free to go, because now you have time on your hands. Now you have your freedom, and now you certainly have cash flowing. You have money making. The system is in automatic mode. There's a structure in place, and you are a massive business owner. Who wants to be a massive business owner? Indeed, that's what Success Factory is rolling out for us. A chance for us to be a massive business owner. But today, my friends, we're zeroing in on a very particular area, guys and girls on the call. We're talking about investor. That investor category I absolutely adore, because guess what? This is where money is working for you. The money is making money. You're owning your life in the complete capacity of what it means to own your life. Owning your life means you have your time, your freedom, your own decision making, your say, whatever it is. How many of us want to, own our lives? Just put a high five in the chat that you want to own your life. And this is what we're going to show you, a process, one of those ways in how you can own your life. So I hope we understand, friends, that we are in different parts of the quadrant, but where we need to be. Are we feeling the feeling? We recognize that there is a process, and together we'll get this process accomplished where you are a very, very successful investor, absolutely putting money to work for you and owning your life. And I'm excited about that for you. I want this to be exactly what takes place for you in this cash flow quadrant. So let's see where we fit in the cash flow quadrant. That's the end of that little screen share. You get where I'm going. Get ready with pen and paper, because this Forex Insiders Super Saturday is going to help you to own your life. It's going to help you to see how money makes money. So again, guys, welcome. Welcome to Super Saturday. There's one guy, that everyone knows. Everyone knows this gentleman, Tony Robbins. And he always says, do not trade time for money. Your time is extremely valuable, isn't it? Time is something that once it's spent, it doesn't return. Okay? So we've got to recognize the very importance of time. With your time, you don't want to give it all away to an employer, do you? You don't want to be stuck inside of a business anyway. You want to be free to enjoy the fullness of life. Absolutely. Enjoy the fullness of the beauty of living. And I know that in these days, everybody appreciates the beauty of living. So what you don't know about generational wealth, sometimes it hurts, but we're not going to be in pain anymore. We're going to pull that nail that's sticking you in your side and causing you to moan and groan, and presenting to you how we would ease that wound, heal that wound, and cause you to run and take off. The employee situation will not do it. It gives you a salary, but it doesn't create wealth. You have to compound your way to wealth, my friends. So write that word in the chat for me, compound. You have to compound your way to wealth. Like my husband, Michael, always says, it's better to earn compound interest rather than to pay compound interest. And I know a lot of us know what it means, the pain of paying compound interest. You know, the credit card situation, right? We don't want to be paying compound interest, right, Besima? We want to be earning. We want to be earning the thing, man. We want to be earning compound interest. It's also better to invest your way to wealth. Invest your way to wealth. And these are things we're discussing on this call about passive incoming your way to wealth, and about residual incoming your way to wealth. So we will get there. And one more thing I must add, as this great gentleman always says, let's treat our finances as fitness. Treat your finances as fitness, my friends, meaning get fit with your money, get fit with your finances. Why? So that if you have to run, you absolutely can. And with that, I'm excited to say we are going to get straight into the presentation. According to the quadrant, you need to be an investor. Great. So this category doesn't care about your age, about your sex, about your geographical location, even about your educational background, or about your religion or your social status, okay? This pertains to you taking immediate action. So right there for me, massive action and seizing the right opportunity. And this evening presents to you the right opportunity. This afternoon, you will hear from our presenter about a fantastic opportunity, the Forex Insider with Success Factory. And I know some of us are already participants. And we have invited others because we know what it brings to them. So definitely with pen and paper, we will be schooled through the process. You will hear new language, by the way, okay? You will hear new language and new jargon, like a buy idea, like a sell idea, like the lot size, like pips. Pips, that's a new language. Like take profit, 1, take profit, 2, take profit, 3. About leverage, about return on investment. But you know my favorite one? Take profit. Take profit. Practice saying that. Take profit. It's going to become a normal language. Practice saying that. Take profit. Take profit. Take profit. So I'm excited already, and I trust that you are excited as well. And we're going to learn what it means to take profit in this language. So this webinar is for you to be able to trade like a pro, because that's what we're discussing, simply by doing what experts do. So friends on the call and specially invited guests, allow me to pass you over to our esteemed presenter, my business partner, Forex Insider enthusiast and profit taker, and of course, my amazing husband, Mr. Michael Fowler.
Okay, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, Miritsa. Absolutely a pleasure to have that kind of an introduction. I hope you guys have your appetite whet now for some information, get you guys filled in on all what we have to offer today. You know, Miritsa is an absolutely fantastic host, the hostess with the mostest. You know, obviously I'm very blessed to have such a beautiful wife, a wonderful wife, talented wife, and it's certainly a pleasure to be able to do business together. That's one of the benefits of this type of business, is that you can do it as a team. I hope that you and your better half might be on that kind of a level that you can do that sort of thing. Some people might think that that's a total nightmare, but you could do it on your own as well. But for me, yeah, absolutely, it is a pleasure, a pleasure. So we're going to get right into the presentation. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we'll get right into it. We have a lot of information to give you guys. We're going to give you a lot of information and then also teach you the how-tos. And as we said before, this is a simple process. If you had seen the video at the beginning, we're giving you a simple tool. And you know, with anything, you use a tool, you use it correctly, and you will benefit with that tool. A tool is something you leverage to your advantage. It is something that helps you to accomplish a task. And of course, the task that we are setting out to accomplish is to build wealth, is to give us a little more financial freedom. It's to help us attain to all those different financial goals that we're trying to reach. So here we go. Let me share my screen with you guys again. And here we go. I'm going to exit out of this presentation and switch over. All right. I'll just give it a second to load up there. I'll be with you in 1 second. I just had to switch presentations. So guys, I hope you all are excited. I saw we had quite a few people entering the room. We have quite a big call today, which is fantastic. That means that people really were sharing, you know, this opportunity. We're sharing a message. Of course, and the reason why we do that is because, you know, for the people that we care about and that we love and so on, we definitely want them to be able to benefit from something like this. Information is always good, as I tell people. And what is good about this type of information is it is not anecdotal. When it comes to such a, you know, things like pills and potions, you know, vitamins and so on, you know, those type of results are generally what they call subjective. Now there are some science behind those things, and absolutely, if you combine all the things like exercise, proper diet, and so those things can help you. But when it comes to a product like this, it's all about the numbers, and the numbers don't lie. It's either facts or it's fiction, and what we have are the facts. So I'm going to get you guys going right now and lay down the facts for you guys, and let's get this going from the beginning. So as we said, Forex Insiders, this is the product that we are going to be presenting to you today. And we're going to give you the whole ins and outs, where it started and whatnot. And now Forex Insiders is a product that was created by a company called Success Factory. Now Success Factory is a company based out of Estonia, a company that really is on the cutting edge when it comes to innovation, when it comes to technology, when it comes to high quality products. It is the company that has developed the DAG coin built on DAG chain technology, which is a scalable cryptocurrency, a decentralized cryptocurrency that is able to basically scale to an infinite level. Even in spite of all of the market volatility, the price has remained stable. And that's because we use a different system of valuation, a fundamental valuation. But basically, when it comes to products and services, they are really very forward. And it's not a surprise that a company coming from where it comes from is like that, because Success Factory is based in Estonia. A lot of people may never have even heard of a place called Estonia before, but Estonia is considered to be the Silicon Valley of Europe. It is a very high-tech place. It is a place that actually, a country that has actually produced the most billion-dollar startups, tech startups per capita in the world. That's the country where Skype was actually developed. And of course, we know Skype was actually sold to Microsoft for several $billion. I think it was about $8 billion the company was sold for. So there are several of these companies. They're the most per capita. It's just a small country of about 1.3 million people. But because of the small population and the small limited amount of resources that this country actually had, they really, and because of how they started, they really had to find ways of being efficient and cost effective when it comes to their governing system. And so they really pushed hard into using technology to their advantage. And so today they are the first country to ever actually have a fully online voting system. And, you know, as I said, you have all these different tech startup companies. And so with this product, it is, as I said, a very high quality product. So let's get right into it. Now, with anything that uses that is an investment product, and especially a product like this with Forex trading involved, there is a certain level of risk that we have to consider. So please note that foreign exchange and other leveraged trading involves a significant risk of loss. It is not suitable for all investors, and you should make sure that you understand the risks involved. Seeking independent advice if necessary, and your trading capital must be like risk capital to you, and you must be always trade only an amount that you can afford to lose. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. Now, we'll get into the performance in a bit. Of course, whenever you take a risk, whenever you make an investment, it has to be something that you measure the risk. You make an educated risk. This is not gambling. This is not something that is of that high level. Of course, everything, there are different levels of risk. Whether you purchase a house, you know, the market could go bad on your house, or something could happen to the house. You buy a car. Anything that you do in life, whether you set out to get a job, whatever you do in life, there is a certain level of risk involved. Even if you leave your house to go for a drive, of course, there's a certain level of risk. But you have to make decisions based on, you know, information. And so we're going to give you the information to make a decision on whether or not this risk is a good one or not. And I'm going to prove to you that it is definitely a good risk to take. So what is Forex? What is this all about? Now, some of you may already be familiar with what Forex is, and a lot of us have had some exposure to what Forex is. We have a general idea. We know that it is the exchange of currencies. We are all familiar with this, especially perhaps in the Caribbean, where we all have so many different national currencies. But Forex, as far as trading goes, is trading of international currencies. So the pound to the euro to the yen to the dollar to the dirham, and so on and so forth. It is the world's largest financial market. This market is so big that it is one of the things about trading on this market is that we do not negatively impact the market. It is that huge. It is the most liquid market. It trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it takes a break on the weekend. Forex traders, they only take a break on the weekend, and they spend a lot of time in front of the screen. But of course, we're not going to be doing that. We're going to be leveraging high technology and other people's expertise to our advantage. So it's very exciting. Now, I know that I wouldn't want to be working 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And certainly if I had my choice, maybe I could work a couple of hours a day and spend the rest of the time with my family, with my beautiful wife, with my lovely children, with my friends, doing the things that I love, the things that I enjoy. And of course, we would all like to be able to do those things, and this is a product that may be able to give you that. So, as I said, it's a massive market. There's almost $6 trillion US in daily trading volume, and so we're gonna use this market to our advantage. And the product that we have basically leverages this market to our advantage. Now, when it comes to in terms of our product, there are other products out on the market similar, but they are really not quite as good as what we have in terms of value and in terms of quality. So in some of these other products that are on the market, especially when we look at the affiliate marketing, network marketing side of things, there are products that you have an initial sign-up fee. That fee may be anywhere between $500 all the way up to perhaps $2,000 to get started. And then you would have a monthly subscription of anywhere between $150 and $250. Now, once you have signed up and you have your monthly subscription, you have to consider that if you're going to be trading now, you have to trade perhaps in the thousands of dollars in order to be able to cover the costs, cover your initial costs, and then make more money again to be able to be in profit, because your minus is already pretty big. Now, those companies are really focusing more on recruitment. They're not focusing as much on delivering that quality to people. So people generally feel pressured into just bringing other people in to help cover the cost of their monthly subscriptions and so on. Now, the product that we have, there is no initial sign-up fee, no 2,000, no 500, nothing. There's no initial sign-up fee. All we have is a monthly subscription, and that monthly subscription isn't the $250 or $200 or $150. It's not $100. It's not $75. It is 49 euros per month. Now, if you live in the European Union, you would have to pay VAT on that price, but anywhere outside, it's 49 euros flat. And that is our monthly subscription fee. Now, that is by far the best price on the market. And I will prove to you shortly that that is by far the best. It is the best quality product. It is the best product in this market. And, when it comes to, making those type of claims, of course, they say performance beats all talk. Well, we're going to show you the performance, and this product has been performing very, very well. So what exactly have we developed? Now, recently we were in Dubai when they launched this product. That was around the 22nd or so of February, when they launched the product at our 2-year anniversary Success Factory, 2-year anniversary in Dubai. And that was a fantastic event, by the way, if you ever get a chance to go on YouTube and look at some of the videos. And it was a wonderful experience, absolutely a wonderful experience. We were so blessed to be able to actually be there, especially because it was right, you know, before the whole lockdown and so on. So we got in, we got out, we were safe, healthy, and you know, absolutely just mind-blowing event. But when our chief visionary officer, Mr. Chris Rest, was on the stage and he presented this product at the launch, you know, he had this smile on his face, and you could tell that he was very excited. Now he's a more of a down-to-earth kind of calm person, not really a too flamboyant personality, and but he demands the best. And what he got from his team in Estonia definitely was the best. But you know, he was on the stage and he had this smile on his face, and he told people, you know, with this product could actually change your life. He said that it, you know, it came from a very high quality, and we've definitely seen that. He said he's a huge fan and a huge believer. I totally am as well, because we've seen the results. And he had actually, of course, seen the results of this product before we did, but he didn't release, he didn't let the full cat out of the bag. And we've been able to see, as the product has been working, how it has actually performed. But he said that this is something that can change your life. Now, when you make those kind of statements, those are bold statements, and you have to be able to back it up. But we definitely are going to be able to show you that this is a life-changing product. This is something that really can change your circumstances, your financial circumstances. So it's very exciting to be able to share this information with you. Now, when they saw the results of what was developed by the team, and that team that they actually developed the product with was a team of developers, software developers that they had in Estonia. Now they were by far, they're probably the most you know, advanced software developers that they have. These guys are software developers who work on artificial intelligence and machine learning, and they combine them with some very advanced, very successful Forex traders, Forex analysts, sorry. And, you know, that team got together for a couple of years, and their full focus was on developing the best possible product for the Success Factory community. And when they came to them with the results of how it actually turned out, at first, Chris Ress and Nils Grossberg, who is our CEO, they actually didn't believe the results that these guys gave. But then, you know, they proved to them, they showed them that it was real. It was real. So it was very exciting for them that they had developed something so good that could trade so successfully, and it was, you know, they were going to be able to then present this to our community. And so we'll get right into what they had actually developed. What they developed was a robot. It's actually 4 robots that analyze the Forex market. They analyze 28 different currency pairs with 48 different strategies, trading strategies. It's 99 different situations that they are analyzing, you know, every millisecond. And they are basically doing the work of about 5,000 people operating at peak performance 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. Now, this trading robot, they were able to do a back test. So they put all the market data into their trading robots and let them trade a back test for a 10-year period. Now, this particular back test was done at very low risk. And if you look at the red line here, you can see, of course, the line goes up as it progresses along the page there. And what that means, of course, is the robot made money. Now, this account started at $10,000. And after a 10-year period, it's a 10-year back test, they got on average was 4.66% return per month. So the account went from $10,000 US to just over $1.5 million. On average, that was about 87% win rate on the trades. And so, as I said, this is trading at very low risk. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if I was to initially invest just $10,000 and after a 10-year period have 1.5 million US dollars, that is a life-changing scenario. You know, definitely you could, you know, see yourself paying off your mortgage early. You know, many different things you could do with that amount of money. You could have money for your child's university payments, college, all of these different things you could do with that money. If you're looking at, you know, your retirement, and you thinking, you know, something, I really don't know if I can depend on the government for my pension when I retire, or maybe I don't have money saved. You know, many of us are really spenders. Many of us even, you know, we have worked hard, we maybe built a business, but we really don't know how we're going to provide when that time comes. So we, you know, we need to explore different options, and this definitely is one of those options that could help you. So with this back test, of course, they give us the results of the back test, and you would have been able to actually analyze how each and every individual trade went. Now, the thing that you need to understand about the Forex market and trading on the Forex market is it's not really something that you would do just for a month. It's not something that's really short term. It's something that you would try and do over a longer period of time. And as we can see in some of the results from that initial back test at a very low risk, is that some months were in a minus and others were in a positive. But overall, we see that we had growth. So it's definitely something we recommend that you do over the long term. Now, they also did another back test. This back test was half the period of time, a 5-year back test, and with a little bit higher risk, but below medium risk. And with this particular back test, we had, you know, initially started with $10,000. And as you can see, the robot made money in this test as well. And after a 5-year period, half the period of time, there was just over $3 million US. So half the period of time, but double the amount of money. Now, on average, it was about 10% return per month. And on this one, it was a 91% win to loss ratio. So, you know, we can see that the robot really performed well. I mean, I don't know if you guys, you know, would say that that's very good, but I think that's very impressive, very impressive. That is the robot alone over that period of time. And of course, to have $3 million US after a 5-year period, definitely, you know, would that be life-changing? You know, I'd like to see some comments in the chat group to see if that would actually really change your life situation. Definitely, that is a significant, significant return on investment. And of course, that is with just the initial investment, and you're not topping up the account anywhere along the line. So definitely, you know, we can see that the robot is performing quite well. Now, what is interesting about our product is it is not just a robot alone. What we have is a fantastic trading robot, but also when it looks at the market and it finds a very probable, high probability trade, a good looking trade, it gives it to our trading analysts, and they will then complement the trade. They perfect it, complete it, and then they give it to the community. So our product is not just the robot by itself, because a robot can do absolutely fantastic technical analysis, but the robot doesn't know what's happening in the world. For instance, with the coronavirus, of course, we know that with the situation with this pandemic and the lockdowns, you know, the impact of shutting down our economies has had a massive impact on things like on the unemployment, and so on. And these things, you know, the different countries' GDP, these things have a significant impact on our global currencies. So, you know, it's important to have that human element to be able to analyze those parts as well. And so they give us the best high quality trading ideas that is possible. So moving along, what does it take to actually get started? Well, we're going to give you a little bit more in-depth look at what that actually looks like in a little bit. But basically, you would need to set up a brokerage account. These brokerage accounts are completely independent of our company. These brokers, especially, I'm using IC Markets and my FX Choice. But if you look, if you do some reviews and so on, IC Markets is a highly regulated broker based in Australia. They stick to very stringent regulations, a very safe broker if you do your research on that one. But these brokers are brokers that we have a relationship with. Let me just check something here. These brokers, just checking some setting. Okay, these brokers are brokers that the company has a relationship with. And what is the advantage of using these links to sign up with a broker is that after a while they will see with a community significantly growing into the hundreds of thousands and into the millions, is that we can begin to negotiate with these brokers when they see, look, this is a massive community of people. We can actually negotiate with them for better fees and better perks, which is, is fantastic. So we recommend that you use one of these links, but of course, you're free to use, if you're already trading, you're completely free to use whatever broker you're happy with. And if you want to use one that's independent of these, certainly you can do that as well. So you need to set up a brokerage account, and you would upload the funds that you will trade with. Again, that's completely independent of us. All you're purchasing from us, all you're purchasing from us is the subscription. So you'll also need a trading app. Now, a couple of trading apps that we recommend is either MetaTrader 4, the short for that is MT4, or MetaTrader 5, MT5. And these are free apps that you can use, that you can get from either the Play Store, or if you're with iOS, you can get it from the App Store. And those are the two basic things that you actually need to get trading. Now, we have some video tutorials that help you to understand how to actually set that up. So we don't leave you in the dark. We do have education material, which we'll get to in a second. But this is what the meat of the matter is. This is what the trading ideas actually look like. So as I said, the robots will look at the market, and they will give what looks like a high probability trade to our analysts. And 3 of those analysts will look it over, complement it and complete it, give it to us, and this is what we get. So you get a trading idea. It's either a buy idea or a sell idea. So that tells you how you would actually enter it into your trading app. You see the currency pair, Euro USD. We can see the entry price. We see the stop loss. You must always trade with a stop loss. That is how you manage your risk. So there's risk management and wealth management built into this application. And then there are 3 different take profit levels. You can see 1.355 would be take profit 1, 1.358 would be 2, and 1.362 would be take profit 3. Those are basically 3 different levels of risk. You decide which take profit level you will use for each individual trade. And the one that we see down lower here, the USD AUD, this is a sell idea. And it's the same basic principle when it comes to what information you get. So you get an entry price, stop loss. Actually, they've updated how the trading ideas come out a little bit. So you actually get, it tells you how many pips to the stop loss. And it also has a button to allow you to follow the trade. So you'll get a full update on how the trade is progressing, if it has hit the entry price yet, if it has hit the take profit levels, or if it has gone to the stop loss. The orange view button on the side gives you a full, if you click that, it gives you a full breakdown on the technical analysis behind the trade itself. So if you're somebody of a little bit more advanced level, or you want to learn a little bit more, of course, you can read through that. So this is how the trading ideas come out. Now we get about 20 to 25 of those a month. So far we've gotten 25 per month of active trades that actually yielded some results. And so you're looking at approximately 1 trade a day. Sometimes you get more than 1 a day, but on average you get a trade a day. And you just enter that into the app. And of course, it only takes maybe about 1 minute or 2 minutes tops to be able to actually put the trade into your trading app, into the MetaTrader app. And so it's not something that takes a lot of time. So if you are perhaps you're with the family or taking care of the kids, maybe you're on the job, whatever you're doing, if you are somebody who is network marketing, you're traveling and so on, once you get the trading app, once you get the trading idea, it comes to you by email. Of course, we also have created a notification group to help, a WhatsApp notification group to help with the notification of the trade. You take that information, you put it in the app. If you're on the job, I'm sure you can ask for a bathroom break. You go to the bathroom and you execute your your trade and you come back onto the job. So definitely this is something that anyone can do. It's very, very simple, and we're going to show you how simple in a bit as well. So performance history, how has this product been performing? This is important to know as well. And when you subscribe to this, you get the full performance history. When each trading idea is completed, whether it hits a take profit level or a stop loss, you get it closes off and it shows you how that individual trade performed, so we can see exactly how this system has been performing since the beginning. So what we can see here is a thumbs up, which means it was a profitable trade, and it tells you how many pips to the profit. As I said, they keep improving the system. So now they tell us what percent return if you are trading with 3% risk, because we actually recommend that you don't trade more than 3% on any individual trade. That would be on the upper end. And then if it was a loss, it would tell you how many pips a loss. And if you risked 3% of your capital, or 2 or 1% of your capital on that trade, you would have lost that amount. And as I said, because the wins are outnumbering the losses, and also in profitability, overall, you do win. So that is the performance history. We're going to actually show you in a little bit, how this has performed overall. And that is, of course, very relevant information. Now, we also get Forex news. If you're somebody who is who is a little bit more advanced in Forex trading, this is a fantastic feature for you, because as we know, when it comes to information, there's really information overload on the internet. It was fantastic at first, but then it's almost like there's way too much. So it's good to have something to filter the really important information. This is impactful information on the Forex markets. Very important for you guys to know. So we get impactful information from investing.com, and we also get information, articles, and so on from our expert analysis and analysts in Estonia. So this is from the guys that we have on staff in Success Factory in Estonia. Now, we have an education part to get you started. So we have some short ebooks to educate you on what is Forex, how to get trading in the currency markets, and so on. And of course, we have some short videos to explain the different terminologies and how to set up your app and so on. So we have everything there to basically get you going. And of course, we have the support of the community. We have the support of other people who are trading. Now, what's important to know with this as well is that this is not just an opportunity to do the Forex trading. There are multiple streams of income with this particular product, because of course, if it is that you are using this product and it is working for you, of course you'll want to probably share your results with other people, and they may be interested in using it for themselves as well. So if you do refer somebody to this particular program, there is a 10% commission on the subscription fee. We don't give commissions on the amount that people trade or anything like that. And if you are approached by somebody with from a company that is doing that, that is completely wrong. You shouldn't be doing that at all. You can't give people commissions on the amount that people are trading. So there are some statistics on, what is the market like for this particular product. The market is really huge, because there are millions of Forex traders out there, and many of them need a product like this. And so the stats on it are 49% of traders depend on influencer recommendations. And of course, that's what we give. We give influencer recommendations. 49% of traders believe that AI will improve their trading decisions. And what do? We use AI to improve our trading decisions. 90% of successful Forex traders use robots to help them make money. What do? We use robots to help us make money. The advantage with a robot is that it really takes the emotion out of trading. There's one thing that hurts people when it comes to trading, and that is emotions. You want something that simplifies the system for you. You just put in the information, you set it, and you forget it. Definitely, that is the best way to operate with this particular product. So we're basically down to the end of this particular part of our presentation. We have a lot more information for you, but we're gonna hand over to our host in a minute. But definitely, I think you guys would have seen so far that it looks, you know, pretty easy to use. I'm going to get into the performance shortly and tell you how exactly this product has been doing, because of course that is critical. Now, as I said, with a product like this, you share, you know, if you want to share the opportunity with others and earn commissions, that opportunity is there. And with a product like this, as I said, it's a month-to-month subscription with this product. So if it works, of course, people will continue to use it. If it doesn't work, people will stop using it and it will have a very short lifespan. But the product has been performing very well. And so we're going to get right into that shortly. I'm going to hand back over to Miritsa. Just bear with us for 1 second while we transition. Let me just stop the screen sharing and we will be with
Well, it doesn't get any better than Forex Insiders. I'm sure you agree with me. How are my friends feeling on the call this evening? You're pumped up, you're powered up, you're excited, you can't wait to trade. Are you ready to trade like a pro? Yes, 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 in that chat room, because I feel it. I know you're ready. We're going to be traders come Monday morning as soon as that market reopens. You know, some of us just don't like weekends anymore. Do you know why we don't like a great Saturday and a great Sunday anymore? Because that's when the trading market is closed. And we're like, where is Monday morning? So now we have two reasons why we love Monday mornings. One, in our Success Factory world, we know that it's Happy Monday. And you guys know what I mean, right? We love Monday mornings before, but now we adore, can't wait for, we absolutely look forward to every Monday morning when that market reopens again. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You're a trader. You're someone trading like a pro, and I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much, Michael, for that first segment, and we know it only gets juicier. You're feeling it. It's payday, payday, payday. Every day is payday. So we're going to grow right along, ladies and gentlemen, because there's so much more that we want to make sure that this event is something that you really got a full appetite worth of, and it just gets better and better. You know, I believe that it's time for us to truly be success-minded and really enjoy a complete transformation in our financial status. And that is very possible with the Success Factory Insider platform. Success Factory has truly laid out this path for us. And at this point, friends, I believe that it's time for you to start to imagine again. Start to dream again. Start to believe again. And you know what? Believe much bigger, much sooner, because it really is about to happen. One of the things that our CVO, Chris Rest, always says is that we're in the right place. If you feel that you're in the right place, hit me up a high five in the chat. We're in the right place at the right time with the right products. Oh my goodness. The right people, our community, and the right company. So that takes 5 high fives. The right place, the right time, the right people, the right product, the right company. It gets better and better and better. So this is time where you're able to rebirth yourself, reset yourself. Can you trade like a pro? Yes, you can. So without further ado, we're gonna just bring Mike back in for the performance segment. You ready for performance? You wanna hear show me the money? Come on, you know how it says show me the money. Remember, show me the money. Type up that chat box. Let me hear show me the money, because here's where he's gonna reveal the history figures, the past performance, what has already been happening, what we can project is about to happen. So this is the show me the money period. Guys, do not even leave for a sip of water. You leave, you miss it. This is where we quench the thirst. We're about to show you the money, and it's happening right now. For those of you who have open video, let me see your wave, because we're going to show the money right now. Woohoo!
Okay, thank you, Miritsa. So, performance, as I said, you know, performance beats old talk any day. Just like this Lambo you've seen in the background here. Hoping to have one of those, or maybe a couple of them parked in my driveway soon if all this, goes well. So, we're going to look at some performance. This is actually a great time to have this particular Super Saturday, because we've just reached a milestone in the life of this particular product, because we are at the 2 months period. The first trade came out around the 24th of February. And so we want to look at how has this product been performing over the past 2 months. We've had about 60 trades. Out of the 60 trades, as I said, we get about 20 to 25 trades a month. But what we've actually had is 20 trades that actually completed in the 2-month period, because anytime a trade, for instance, it doesn't hit the entry price, it doesn't get activated, nothing happens, it doesn't, you know, even activate. Those trades, if they're canceled, what they do is they replace them. So we get a consistent amount of trades in that period of time. Now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again so that you guys can see all of how this product has performed. So let's go from the beginning here. So with this product, I'm actually going to exit out here for a second because I want to show you guys something. I've been tracking this product since it started because I really wanted to analyze what is the best way, the most effective way to use the product. Because as with anything that is a tool, of course, there are multiple ways to use it, and you can leverage it at a much higher rate or even at a lower one. There are different, as we said, with the 3 different take profit levels, there are different levels of risk involved. And so, you know, we want to show you, you know, what is the lowest level of risk, what is the simplest and easiest way to use this particular tool. And so with we'll go through that a little bit in the presentation, but what I've done is I've tracked every single trade. I've taken the information from our website. And if you look here, you'll see, as we were showing before in the presentation, you would have seen the performance history area. Now this, what you're seeing in front of you is the performance history of the product. So this is this was 2 months ago. This was the very first trade. And then we progress along and you can see how the trade goes. Some trades, as I said, would be canceled. It didn't hit the entry price, and then it would be replaced with another trade that would be, you know, either a profit or a losing trade. So we can go along and we can see how each individual trade performed. And it's this information that I've then taken and put into a spreadsheet. Now, I'm not a financial expert and I'm not even an Excel expert, but I did learn some of the ropes, and I actually put this together so that we could see, you know, what would it actually look like if we started off with, for instance, $10,000. And so I've taken this information now and put it in a short slideshow for you guys to be able to, you know, give you an idea of how this actually has performed. So let's get right into it. So with these trading ideas, as I said, there's different ways to use them. But this is a quick kind of a screenshot of the first month. Now, in the first month with this product, I know it's really small, but we had just about 11% return on investment in the take profit 1 level, which is the least risk level. And that was what we had in the first month. But then we progressed along. So you see in here, I actually blew up the last one. So this was trading idea number 30. And you can see here that we had from $10,000, $11,143. What that means is we had an 11.43% return on investment by the first month, by the 30th trading idea. And we have about 60 so far. So that's not bad. That's a little more than the 10% which I showed you before. But then we progressed on and we went from first month to the second month. And what I'd like to say too is that the guys in Estonia have been actually improving the product as it goes along. And so we can see, you know, we get a little bit more information and things get a little bit better as we develop more. So after month 2, we did a little bit better on this take profit 1, which, as I said, is the lowest level of risk. And what you can actually see here is from the $11,043, we actually see $14,708. I'm going to zoom that in a little bit for you. So by trading idea, we're actually, that's from 60 trades. We're about to put in the 61st one probably by Monday. And what you're actually seeing here is $14,708. That means we actually had, we're at 47.08% return on investment by month 2. So we've actually had a little over 30% return in this month alone. Now that is absolutely phenomenal. Now what we want to tell people is that you can expect, and when you tell others, and
people,
when you tell other people about this particular product, you know, we want to promote it ethically. So, you know, this is not a get rich quick scheme, but it's something that, as I said, you know, 1 month to the next month, maybe a little bit of a difference, but we've had over 30% in this month alone, which is absolutely phenomenal. But on average, it's over 20% return. And what we generally like to tell people is that you can expect up to 20% return per month. Now with Take Profit 1 level, this is the most easy, straightforward part of the trading ideas to use. You can set it and forget it. You put the information into your trading app and you don't have to look back at it afterwards. When you get the next one, you just put that one in and you continue and go on and so forth. So what you're looking at here then is Take Profit 2 level. Now at Take Profit 2 level, after the 2 months, we've had actually $17,927 from an initial $10,000 account. That is 79.27% return on investment in a 2-month period. That's an average of almost 40% return per month, which is phenomenal. So this is a little bit more, if you're getting into Take Profit 2, it's a little bit more advanced, but basically, you know, a little bit higher level of risk, but this is the returns that we've had in the 2-month period. Now, Take Profit 3 level, you know, as I said, we just reached a pretty major milestone after the last couple of trades.
Well, I wasn't even listening.
After the last couple of trades, sorry about those interruptions. After the last couple of trades, we actually passed the 100% return in a 2-month period. Now that is extremely exciting. So from a $10,000 account, $21,619. That is absolutely phenomenal. But you know, we want to give people, you know, to have reasonable expectations when it comes to this particular product. And so, you know, when we project now, we're going to use actually the lower end figures. So you can go with the Take Profit 3 level and look at the, you know, the phenomenal results. That's over 50%, over 55% return per month. If you put that in your calculator and start compounding that, I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal return. So this product has been performing extremely well. So we're going to progress now into the projections. So we looked at what happened in the past. Of course, as we said before, past performance is not a guarantee of future results, but we can start to get an idea of how this product actually performs for us, especially even on the lower of the risk levels. So as we said, we had an average of about 20%. Well, it's actually a little higher than 20%, but let's go with the 20% return per month. If we were to start it with $100, which is the least you can actually upload to deposit into your brokerage account, $100 US, and that is on the FX choice. With IC markets, you have to upload at least $200 US. Let's just look and see if this really can be as life-changing as we said it can. So we know when we did the back testing, they started out with $10,000, and over a 10-year period, it became $1.5 million with an average return of 4.66% per month. With the 5-year back test, half the period of time, with just 1 second. So with the 5-year back test, so half the period of time, we actually had double the return. That one was an average of 10% return per month. And if you know anything about Forex trading and you watch any of the videos and do your research and so on, 15% return per month is considered to be extremely good and very reasonable when it comes to trading. So, you know, having a tool that can deliver the way our product has been delivering is really phenomenal. You are trading at a very high level with this particular product. So, as I said, from $100 trading and getting 20% return per month compounded, and assuming you don't add a single dollar to the account, after a 12-month period, it's $891. Now, this isn't life-changing, and certainly if you had invested $100, I mean, I know that for some people, you know, or in some countries and some places in the world, $100 is a fortune, and even the subscription is a fortune. But for most of us, a lot of us, it's really quite affordable. It's an easy entry point for investment. So after 1 year period, $891. You know, that's almost a 10 times or, you know, 1,000% return on investment, which is absolutely fantastic. So let's look and see if, you know, what it looks like if we continue a little bit further. So after a 2-year period, so another 12 months at 1.2, so that's 20% return per month. For you guys who are not too mathematically inclined, that's how it goes. If you want to use your own calculator and just give it a try, enter your entry, your initial investment that you figure you could afford to start off with, put it in to your calculator and start to calculate, you know, what would this look like over a 12-month period or perhaps 24 or 36 months. So after a 2-year period, 24 months, because we went from the $100 to $891, we actually reached to $7,950, $49 to be exact. So this is, you know, it's starting to look a little bit better. It's good for sure, but not life-changing yet, I don't think. But let's continue on and see how it progresses. So we're at the 36 months. At 36 months, we start to see things getting very interesting, because after 36 months, we went from $7,949.68 to $70,880.14. So, you know, we're really starting to see very, very significant returns. $70,000 US, because we're talking US dollars here right now, can, you know, really start to achieve some major financial goals for some people. It can be, you know, university tuition, you know, anything like that. And that was done in a 36-month period and with no additional investment. Now, we recommend that if you are trading, continue to top up your brokerage account, continue to add more funds while it's, you know, compounding the money as well. Most people, you could, you know, put a little bit of money aside. There are some, you know, investment books, The Richest Man in Babylon, they tell you, you know, pay yourself 10% a month. Give yourself 10% of your salary, of your income, and invest it. Put that money to work for you. This is a fantastic way to put that extra money to work for you. So $70,000, not bad. It's looking pretty good. Let's go another 12 months. So now we'd be at the 4-year mark. So from $70,880.15 after another 12 months would be $631,974 US. How is that starting to look now? Is anybody thinking that this is phenomenal? This is from $100 initial investment, assuming that you didn't add any funds to that account. It's really starting to get interesting, right? This is trading at our take profit 1 level, the lowest amount. It is, you know, this is really getting somewhere. So let's go. Go to the 5-year mark. Remember, we did the we looked at the back test that they did for the 5-year period. Well, this would be a projection of 5 years if you started, you know, with the $100, and we look at how it has performing. So after a 5-year period, from $631,974 at the 4-year mark, we are now at $5,634,748. Is anybody starting to get excited out there? This is absolutely phenomenal. And this is at our lowest, as I said, the lowest risk level. This is trading at 3% per trade. So you're managing your wealth. Now, when you enter into this particular, trading platform, as I said, we recommend you trade only 3% risk per trade. Sometimes you get into it. And when it comes to the win-loss ratio, we generally say you can expect about 80% win ratio. So it could be 80% wins and then 20% loses. Now, if you happen to start and you get one trade and then you get the next trade as a win and the next trade as a win and the next one, and you go 10 trades and you all wins. Actually, the last 10 trades that we've had, except 2 were canceled, the other 8 were actually winning trades. You might get a little bit overconfident and decide, something, I'm going to risk a lot more, right? But at that particular trade, it could go into a loss and you would have damaged your account. You would have lost a lot of money. We recommend you do not do that. Do not let your emotions get a hold of you. And also, if you start and we have a few losing trades, don't be dismayed. Overall, this product performs very well. You take the losses with the wins, you manage your emotions, and you just use the system and let it do its thing. So this is definitely a possibly life-changing figure that we're looking at here. And this is from the lowest investment point. You manage your monthly subscription, you start off with your initial investment. This is if you didn't even add any more money. So obviously the numbers can only go up from here. I recommend that you guys sit down, get out your pad of paper and your calculator and start to project your own numbers. It's really exciting. Start to look at what you can accomplish with this particular product. So let's move on from there. So I'm going to exit this particular slideshow. That is our performance results. And of course, this is looking very excited. So we're going to take another little short break. We're going to actually, okay, I'm going to actually start to share my screen with you and show you how to actually execute one of these trades. We also want to show you a few other things like how to set up your brokerage account, link your brokerage account to the trading app. So we have a few more things that we're going to show you because, of course, now that we've seen this, we definitely can see that this is a worthwhile enterprise. This is definitely, I mean, if you look at those numbers, definitely this is something you want to get started doing. And of course, you want to know how to do it. How difficult is it to actually use this system to your advantage? Now, as I was explaining to you before, we give about 20 to 25 trades per month. What we've seen so far is that we've had 25 trades in a month period of actual 25 trades per month. Now, it's not about how many trades you do. Some other products would give you like 1 trade an hour, and then you have to decide which trades it is you actually take. With our product, it's a very manageable amount of trades with the 1 trade a day. And definitely this is something that you can do. So let's get right into the trading app. I'm going to stop sharing on the computer here now. And we're going to go over, switch over to my phone. So I'm going to share the screen on my cell phone. I'm supposed to be connected here. Let's make sure I'm on. Yes, here we go. So let's share my screen on my phone. All right, so you all should be able to see my phone screen there. So when a trading idea comes out, we usually get a notification. As I said, from the moment somebody has seen that a trade has come out, an email notification, what we do is we post that notification into the chat, into our WhatsApp group that's specifically designed for trading idea notifications. So that's like an additional level because you don't want to miss when the trade comes out. So we want to add that level to that. So once you've gotten your notification, then you're going to you're going to check your email. So let me come back out of here. So you would check your email and you're going to be looking for an email from Forex Insiders. So let me just find one here quickly. Here we go. Oh, this one just says take profit achieved. So let's go back and find another one where an actual, because we have none today. Remember, it's the weekend. So let's go here. So it'll come out and it'll give you an email that looks like this. It says a new trading idea has been published, and it'll have a link. It says you can check it out here. So you just click that and it's going to redirect you to our Success Factory website. On my phone, I have my password and my username is already saved. So that makes it easy. I just press login. And of course, we scroll to the Forex Insiders product. Now, on the opening page, you'll see the different broker links that we have there, and of course, how to use MetaTrader 5. I use MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 5 is a little bit newer, but MetaTrader 4 is basic. It works perfectly fine. Definitely is something that you can easily use. So let's go and look at, so this was, I think was the trading idea. It was actually a canceled one, but we can still use the information to basically show you. Actually, I won't use that one because you want to see it in color. So here's a completed trading idea. We can see here it was 9% profit on this particular one. It went to take profit 3, which is absolutely fantastic. That's what we love to see. We know we make some serious money if we're on the take profit 3 level. This is USD CAD. It's a sell idea, as we can see at the top. I'm going to actually turn on my little flashlight. Can't seem to do. Okay, I'm not sure why, but I would like to put on my highlighter. But you guys can see at the top in orange, we see it's a sell idea. This is the number 58th one. We can see just below that, it says USD CAD. So that's our currency pair. We can see the status of this trade where it says idea completed. Now, whatever happens to be the status of a particular trade, it will be written right there. So if it has hit the entry price, if it's waiting to hit the entry price, if it has achieved take profit 1, or if it went to stop loss, we see all of that information will be there. At the bottom, we can see, of course, the thumbs up. It said it was a profitable trade. And our stop loss is the number that is in red. And next to the stop loss, we can see a small faint number. That is the number of pips to the stop loss. That helps us to calculate our lot size. The only information that we need to actually figure out for ourselves is what percentage of risk that we're going to take. Some people are more risk averse. They would rather trade with 1%. Just so you know, the banks actually trade the money that you have in the bank, and professional traders, they traded on the Forex market, by the way. They trade with, you know, the most 1%, but you know, we're talking about people who are trading with millions and millions of dollars because, of course, it's the bank, and they leveraging the money that you have. Maybe the bank gives you 1 or 2% return in your savings account per year. If we compare, you know, different investments, of course, real estate maybe gives you 9 to 12% a year, depending on where you are. Of course, so when you start to compare with this particular product, this is really absolutely fantastic. Even at the lower end, it's great. So then we see take profit. There's 3 different levels of take profit. The one closest to the entry price, we can see the entry price in white. And it's good that all this is color coded because it actually helps us to put it into the app so we don't get mixed up. So we see the take profit levels are in green, and the one closest to the entry price would always be take profit 1, then it's take profit 2, and take profit 3. So we have some basic, simple information there. And remember, I told you before, you have the view button down below. That's for people who are a little bit more advanced and they want to see the full technical analysis breakdown of this trading idea. So we're going to close that one back. All right, so how exactly do we enter this into into our trading application? Let's go and open MetaTrader 4. So this little symbol we see down in the bottom right corner, that's MetaTrader 4 right here. So in the top left hand, you're going to actually see, we see in a chart, a trading chart here now. Of course, it is the weekend, so there's no live trading action going on. We can't actually, you know, enter a trade or see live action on the chart. But this is how it finished off on the Friday. Now, the first thing you have to do is find the currency pair. So let's look at the quotes. We go into the quotes area. That's where the different currency pairs are listed. So as you can see, yes, that's great. Not now. All right. So we see the different currency pairs. At the top, we see Euro USD, then we see GBP USD, that's Great Britain pound, US dollar, and then so on and so forth. So we just have to find the one that matches. You know, we don't even need to know all the terminology. We don't even need to know what currencies there are. As long as you can copy and paste, or you can copy information from one place to another, you can do this. So what were we saying? It's USD CAD. Let's find it. So here it is, right in the middle of your screen. I'm going to move it up to the top so you know where it is. It's not quite at the top, but you can see USD CAD. So that's US dollar, Canadian dollars. Kind of easy to understand. We are going to do a trade with that particular currency pair. Now, all the currency pairs aren't always listed here. If you're not seeing the one that you want, you just go up to the top right corner and you see a plus sign. You're going to tap that to add your currency pair. And you can see some different folders. You're going to look in Forex, the Forex folder. And of course, you'll see a list of some more currency pairs. All these currency pairs that you're seeing listed here are currency pairs that are not on our quotes page. So you just tap one and it will appear at the bottom of the currency page. So let me just add one just to show you. So let's go. You see the currency pair right at the top is the Australian dollar versus the Swiss franc. AUD CHF. So we want to add that one. All I do is I tap it and you see it disappeared now. So if I go back and I scroll down to the bottom, you see it, AUD CHF. That's how you easily add one to the list. So let's go and look at the currency pair, the currency pair that we actually intend to do a trade with. I'm going to tap on it. Now I can open the chart to look at the chart, right? And of course, we see the chart. I am actually not going to be able to enter a trade with this. Let me try something and see if I can, let's see if I can get something done here. Let me just do this and see if that helps. Quotes. Here we go, open chart. Okay, good. So now I'll be able to actually show you how to put in the trade. I had to switch between trading accounts. So we can look here, we see GBP, CAD. I actually have a trade running on this particular currency pair already. Now, if I want to put in the trade, no, was that the currency pair? No, it's USD CAD. Apologies, apologies. Make sure you get the right, currency pair. So what I said, USD CAD. Here we go. Right. So we can go open chart. We're going to look at the chart and see where the current price is. Now we see two numbers on the right there. That basically represents, you see one in red and one in blue. That basically represents where the current price is. That's where the current price of the currency pair is. And there's what they call, I think, a bid and ask price. So it basically tells where the currency is selling and buying at the moment. And the difference between those two is called a spread, but you don't even need to know all that. All you need to know is how to actually enter the trade. So let's have a look here. The information that we need, let's go up in the, if we go up in the top right corner now, once we've chosen our currency pair, you can see there's like a little page with a plus sign. And that is how we tap that one to actually enter the trade. So we can see here now at the top, you see USD, CAD. And in the first line, we see market execution. Well, we have to change that to, if it's a sell idea, it's either going to be a sell limit or a sell stop. And I'll explain to you in a little bit which one you actually use. But generally speaking, we enter a sell limit order. And I'll explain to you in a little bit what that actually means. But usually when a trading idea, we have buy ideas, we have sell ideas, just two different kinds. Usually you're going to put in what I call a limit order. So if it's a buy idea, you put in a buy limit. If it's a sell idea, you put in a sell limit. So let's go ahead and select sell limit. Now we need to copy some information from the trading idea. So we see here in the line that says price. So that's where we're going to put the entry price. So that one is in white. We can see the number that's in white here is 1.41630. So let's switch back over. We go 1.41630. If you want to, write the figures down and so that you can enter it all in without having to switch back and forth, that is perfectly fine as well. I usually just peek back and forth between pages on my phone and enter the information. So that one is the number in white. Now we see over on the left side, we see a number of zeros and a red line underneath. So we're going to put the stop loss there. That's the red line. That's the red number. So let's look for the red number. We see it's color coded, makes it easy for us. 1.41930. So let's put that in. 1.41930. All right, now we're going to look at the green number, which is our take profit. Now, if we decide on take profit 1, let's have a look at that one. So the closest number to the entry price, as I said, is take profit 1. So it's 1.41330. So let's go ahead and enter that number. That's green, and of course, goes in the area with the green line underneath. 1.41330. Let's double check that I got that right. 1.41330, yes. So we've entered all the information that they've given us. Now, there's one thing that I said that we need to calculate for ourselves, and that is the risk, the lot size. How much money are we actually trading? And that is this number right here where you can see I've highlighted. We have to change this number, but we need to calculate it. So it's not difficult to calculate. We have a little app that helps us with that, thank God. So let's look. There's an app that I have that I have downloaded. It's called Stinu. You're seeing like a purple S, a pink S with a purple icon. So let's open up that app. It won't be able to give us the full amount of information because it actually needs to work with the market when the market is open, but we can basically get the idea. So we can enter our account balance. Let's say our account is $1,000. That's how much money we have in the brokerage account at the moment. So we enter $1,000. Of course, we said we're going to enter the risk amount. So we enter 3%, we press the check mark. So each time you enter the number, you press the little check mark in the circle to say that it's correct. We go to the stop loss and pips. Now the stop loss for this particular trade is, if we look back, we can see next to the stop loss, the red number, we see 30 pips. So we're gonna enter that into that area. So let's go back here. We're gonna enter 30 and we press the check mark. Now, all we have to do is select a currency pair, US dollar, Canadian dollar, USD, CAD, and we press calculate. Now, in this app, on the right-hand side, underneath the area that says lots, that's going to tell us a specific number. So it might be 0.10. That is the lot size. We're going to just take that number and we're going to enter it into the app. So as we can actually see here, at the top, it tells us the currency pair. On the left, it says 3% risk. That's what we chose, 3% risk. So we're actually risking $30 on this trade. We're going to leverage that $30 and try and make some money. If the trade is lost, we just lose $30. And that is the critical thing with managing your risk. You don't risk too much on a trade. It's all about slow and steady wins the race with this kind of trading. So on the right hand side, you would have seen the lot size. So let's just say, for argument's sake, it is 0.10. So let's go back to our MetaTrader and we're going to put 0.10. So we've calculated our lot size. We're ready to place the trade. And it's as simple as that. Now I'm going to go back to the Steno app and show you something, because I actually had, you know, a fellow team member call me with, you know, because I recommended the app, and they wanted to figure out something. So what they weren't seeing the lot size, so they actually had to change something in the settings. So let me go to the Steno app and show you this. When you set up the app, you have to tell them, you know, you have to actually say what is your base currency. So you go up into the top left corner. Let me go back here. If you look up in the top left corner, you see 3 lines. That is where the menu is. So we can change some different features. So let's open the menu, and then well, it actually has some tutorials in there, webinars and so on, some different things to actually help you out. But let's just go into the settings. So we go into the settings, and we can see account base. So if it is that you're trading in euros or a different currency, Canadian dollars, you just select the currency pair that it is your base currency that your brokerage account is based in. So mine is based in US dollars. And then we're gonna, of course, we are trading depending on risk, so not on the amount, but you can decide on which one you want. I prefer to use the risk, so I always choose 3% risk. So you can actually change it from amount to risk, as you can see that little dot going back and forth. Now the next thing is we trade based on lot size. So if you look at position size, you'll see units and lots. Of course, when my colleague had called me, hers was actually positioned on the units. So we had to just switch over to lots, so we know what lot size she's trading with. And it's simple as that. There's just 3 little options there that you have to actually choose. And this app is very simple. It does that little piece of work that you do have to do for yourself. I'm sure most of you can manage that. So that's a fantastic little app. Makes it very simple. I've looked around. I haven't really found one that is easier. That one really just works. It just does the job. So as I said, we're ready to actually place the trade. We could just press the place button, and that would be it. We could set it and forget it from that point. Now, I want to explain to you guys, as I said, we can see here in the types of orders, there's a market execution. A market execution is basically whatever the current price is of the market. When we look back at the chart, remember there was a little blue number and a red number. If you put in a market execution and you put in a buy. So let me go to market execution. If we just put in a buy, so you can see that blue button there, you would immediately buy into that particular market. And if the price went up from where you purchased, you would make money. If you put in a sell and the price went down, you would make money. So a buy is basically if the price is going up, you make money. When it's a sell order, you make money if it goes down. So you can make money on a positive market or a negative market. Now, generally we're not using that one, but I'm just putting it out there that you can use it. A little bit more advanced than what we are doing. We are just copying and pasting information basically. So as we can see below that, there are buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. So the buy orders apply to the buy ideas and the sell orders apply to the sell idea. So in any particular instance, we really only have 2 different options. It's either a limit order or it's a stop order. So let's go back to the graph, and I'm going to use my little pencil if it works. And for some reason it's not. I'm actually going to stop sharing for a second, because I'm supposed to be able to use a highlighter on here and I'm not seeing it. So I'm just going to stop share for a second and then share again and see if maybe that fixes it. All right, so we're back, and I still don't see my tools, so I'm not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Let's go back. Let's just go back and I'll explain it to you anyway. So we're looking at a graph. Now, a limit order is basically when, if you look at the blue, let's say the blue and the red line going across the screen there. If, for instance, it was a buy idea, so you're going to make money on when the price goes up, if the price is, let me just, maybe if you're watching my screen, you'll be able to see a little better. Maybe not. So if the price is higher than the current currency price. Okay, I was muted there for a second. So if the current if the current price of the currency, if your entry price is actually higher than the current price of the currency, then you will put in, and it's a buy idea, you will put in a buy limit. And as I said, in most cases, you're going to enter a buy limit. If you cannot place, if all your information is correct and you can't actually press the place button, like it's not highlighted for you to press, you're just going to put in a buy stop. So it makes it pretty simple for you. But if it is that with a buy limit, your entry price, if the currency is higher than your entry price, you're going to put in a buy limit. And what they're expecting it to do is the price is going to fall down through your entry price and come back up. And that kind of, it's like it loads it, and then it pulls the trigger when the price goes back up. If it's a buy stop, it's the current price of the currency is lower than your entry price. So you would have an entry price, which would be a line across the screen, and you would be waiting for the currency pair price to go up through, and when it hits your entry price, you're into the trade, and if it continues on up, you make money. So that is the basic property of what they call a limit order and a stop order. If it's a sell limit, it's just the opposite. I'm sorry I can't use my annotation on my phone to make it a little bit clearer, but it is relatively simple. And as I said, once you have entered all the correct information, you have the correct currency price, the right entry price, stop loss, and so on, you have all the information correct. If you cannot place the button for a sell limit, then it's a sell stop. If you cannot place the button for buy limit, then it's a buy stop. So it's really quite straightforward. Just make sure you have it set for, if it's a buy idea, it's going to be a buy limit or a buy stop. If it's a sell idea, it's going to be a sell limit or a sell stop. And of course, the rest of the updates and so on are important for you to follow along with. Now we have a support group, and of course we have all the education that allows you to learn how to get started and the basic terminologies and so on. So it is simple, but even for me, I never traded before I actually started trading with this system. So I did have to learn the ropes. It took me about maybe a week or so to actually learn everything, but it is doable. And it's, with anything, if you can see that there are good results, if you can see that it is something that can work for you, of course it's worth the time to learn it. And of course we have, as I said, we have a support group to help people who have any questions or concerns, and we try to help people. And of course, if if somebody referred you, definitely get back to them if you have any problems, and they will find somebody to give you some support. That's what we're here for. Now, the other part that you're going to have to know is, well, how do I get money into this app? How do I link it up? So that starts with your brokerage account. Now I'm going to go to the brokerage side of things here now. So let's just say you've signed up with IC Markets. You will just register the basic information, your email address and so on. You do your registration, and then you're going to go to the profile area. And before you can actually trade, of course, like just with same thing with a bank, you have to upload or submit your credentials. You have to show your ID. You have to show a proof of address, just like at the bank when you're opening a bank account. So you would go into the upload document area for your verification, because initially once you sign up, let me log in. Initially when you sign up, you will be unverified. So you have to then upload your documents in order to be able to deposit money for you to trade. So let's go into the profile area, and this is where you would upload a document. So you're going to be uploading a copy of your national ID and of course a copy of a utility bill to get started. And if they will reply to you an email and let you know you know, what additional documents may be required. So you just look into your email. So for uploading documents, it says here, upload a photo ID or upload a proof of residence. Now, what you can actually do, if you have a decent camera on your phone, you can actually take a picture of the ID or take a picture of your proof of residence, and you choose it from right here. It says, you know, for your photo ID, you just press the browse button, you find the file in your phone, or you can also do this online as well through a PC. So you can also access IC Markets through a PC and do this process from there as well. So you can either scan a copy of your documents, your ID, and you upload them. Once you've uploaded them, of course, now is the next step, which is to actually deposit funds. So we actually have to, let's go account summary. So now you have to deposit some funds. So you can actually see a green deposit button. And let's look at the different methods. This is with IC Markets. This is just one of our brokers. FX Choice is another one. But there are many different options then to actually upload some funds into your account. You can use a credit card. You can use PayPal, Skrill, which is actually a product of PayPal, Bitcoin. There are different options for you to actually, let me press deposit. And all right, so you have to choose, right, one of these methods. So with IC Markets, the minimum deposit is actually $200 US. FX Choice is just the 100, which was the, you know, what I showed you earlier. So you can see there are some different secure ways to deposit: Visa, MasterCard, NetTeller, Skrill. You can actually do a wire transfer. So once you have access to a bank, you can actually just wire money into your account. So you don't necessarily have to have a credit card, which is great. And when you want to withdraw, you withdraw it in the same way that you would have uploaded the funds. You can transfer from broker to broker. So if it is that you decide, you know, I want to go with a different broker, or you're with a broker and you want to transfer to one of the brokers that we recommend, you can do that as well. So there are, and of course, Bitcoin is another way to actually upload. So there's many different options for actually depositing money. Now, you have to create an account, a live account. You can actually start trading with a demo account. So a demo account basically is like trading with fake money. It's like a virtual trading account. So if you want to do that before you actually risk your real live funds, we do recommend that you do that just to get the hang of it. That way, you know, if you don't make any critical errors and lose your money. So definitely we recommend you can create a demo account through your broker. So actually you can see here, I've got my live accounts, my demo accounts, and if you can just tap, you know, create a new demo account. Once you've done that and you decide to create a demo account or create a live account, which is just a matter of a click, they will send you an email. In the email, you're going to get some credentials that you will enter into the app. Now, let me show you what that actually looks like. So I'm going to go to my email and I'm going to look at some information I received for the demo account. So let me just do a quick search for IC Markets. So IC Markets. And we look for, all right, I can see the email here for a demo account registration. So once you have you know, created a demo account or a live account, you get the same basic information. And what you can see here is you get a registration email. It's going to tell you the platform. Of course, you have to choose the platform that you're using. So if you're using MetaTrader 4, it's MT4. Or if you're using MetaTrader 5, it's MT5. You would have chosen that in the IC Markets, in the website, in your brokerage website. So you can see here the trading platform. You can see the login information. And so that gives you a login. That's basically your login username. So it's a set of numbers. Then you have your password. So it gives you a short password, and it tells you the server. So you can see IC Markets SC IC-demo01. So let's take this information and enter it into the trading app. So let's go to MetaTrader 4 and let's go up into the menu, which is up in the top left-hand corner. We're going to press Manage Accounts. And we're going to press, you can see up in the top right-hand corner, a plus sign. So let's press the plus sign. And that is to add a new account. So you can see here there are two options: open a demo account or log into an existing account. You're going to be logging into an existing account. It's an account that you just created. So let's log into the existing account. We have to find the broker. So we start to enter IC markets, right? Markets. It's IC markets -demo 01. You can see there are many options. With IC markets, these are all the different servers. So remember when we saw the email, it said the server is IC markets SC demo 01. So let's make sure we have the right one. IC markets -demo 01. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for IC markets SC. So let's scroll till we find it. You can see all the different servers. Okay, we found IC markets SC-demo 01. That is what we're looking for. Let's double check. Yep, IC markets SC demo 01. So we're going to click, we're going to tap on that one. And now we're going to log in. So the information, we see the login 11401137. Let's do that. We're going to put in our password. YHSY32. All right. Y'all now able to log into my demo account, but I'm going to delete it, so don't worry, because I'm not really going to use it. You also would choose with the demo accounts how much virtual money you're actually going to trade with. So you can see with this account, it says up in the top right corner, demo. So that's how you know the difference between your live accounts and your demo accounts. If it's a live account, it says real, and if it's a demo, you'll see it in green. If you don't see a little banner on the corner, that means the account may be temporary or pending. So you cannot trade until your account is fully verified. If you're not seeing that there's a little banner up on the top corner, if you're not seeing that there's a banner up on the top right corner, where like it says demo, that means the account is not really active. So let's go into that account, and we could actually do trades from that point on. So we can see that's how you link your account from your broker to the trading app. And at that point, you could go ahead and start the trade. If you want to switch accounts, and let's say I'm finished trading demo, I'm ready to go with my live accounts. All I do is tap the live account. All the credentials are already saved there, and I just log in and I start trading live. So you can trade demo for a little while until, as I said, you get the hang of it, and then you go ahead and you start trading live funds. We showed you how to actually deposit the money. You can do a wire transfer. All that information is there. And of course, what's great about like IC Markets and FX Choice is their support. They have live support. Let me go back to the website and show you that. As you can see in the bottom right corner, there's a little green button that allows you to actually enter a live chat. So any questions, you can always ask them. They are really good with getting back to you. And of course, you can use different platforms. You can use your phone to access this information. You can also log in on your PC, on your computer, or if you use a Mac product, you can also log in on your MacBook. So that's basically how simple it is. That process is something you do only once. If you need a little help, of course, you can always ask. But the thing that you're going to be doing on a day-to-day basis is just taking the information from the trading idea, entering it into the app. And as I said, I recommend that at the beginning, you just go ahead with the you just go ahead with probably the take profit 1 to make it as simple. If you're a little bit more advanced, you can go with the take profit 2 or take profit 3 levels, and basically that's it. This is, as I said, a simple tool. We're not trying to turn people into traders. We're not trying to get you to become Forex traders and spend 16 hours a day in front of a screen. We are giving you a tool that you can use to leverage to change your life. I hope you see that it is very simple. We plan to make some short videos to show you how easy it is. I'll definitely do some with the full annotation to explain the buy limit and the sell limit a little bit better, but it is quite simple. As I said, if you can't enter a sell limit, you just enter the sell stop. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you would have received all this information. You understand what is the potential, what is the projections, how this product has actually performed, how it was created, the quality that we have. You can see that the initial investment is relatively low, and it's a potential life-changing opportunity. So definitely, is there a question now of whether you would actually, use this product? I'd say there is no question. Definitely, this is something that is a go. This is something that you do. This is something, we are in a time of crisis in the world as far as the economy goes. Many of us would have lost our incomes. I'm not someone that likes to, leverage fear to my advantage when it comes to trying to promote a particular product. But let's face it, we need to be able to be more financially independent. We need to look for opportunities. All right, let me close the screen off. Just 1 second there, guys. I'm actually gonna turn off the screen sharing on my phone. Here we go. Right. We need to be able to find alternative means of investment. As I said, there are people that would have lost significant money through their investments, even if they had what is considered to be relatively low risk, which would be like a mutual fund. Or so, people would have taken a serious hit in these times, and we don't know how long it will take to really get back on our feet, to get back on track. If you want to fast track to those financial goals, if you want to get back on track, if you never jumped on the track, if you're a young person, definitely this is something that you want to take advantage. This is something you want to use to get you to those financial goals. This is something that if you're just on a 9-to-5 grind, like many of us are. I personally, I work in the aviation industry. I'm an aircraft maintenance engineer. So I'm somebody who, really kind of is more of a technical person. But, of course, the aviation industry has taken a huge hit. We don't know how long that's going to take to get back on track. And this product has come at the right time. It came just before this crisis hit. So sometimes you really have to say, thank God, because look at what has happened. This particular product has come out right time, right place, the right opportunity. So do what you have to do, get your funds in place, get your account set up, get the app, learn how to do it. As I said, you start off trading demo until you get the quick hang of it. Then you start trading live funds and you're in it for the long haul. I am going to close off now, but I'm going to hand back over. Oh, we're going to have a short break. Yeah, we're going to have a short break now, and then we'll come back with another fantastic session. So y'all stay with us, stay tuned. We have more for you. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for listening to me, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Indeed, we're back. Hello, 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 trading investors. This is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a packed session we just had with Mr. Michael Fowler, who took his time and walked us through the entire process of firstly starting this afternoon, not knowing what to do and how to apply this platform to us. And now we are trading investors on our way, can't wait till Monday morning, on our way to really use this platform to our advantage and to our absolute success. You know, folks, a man should conceive of a legitimate purpose in his heart and set out to accomplish this purpose, okay? He should make it the centralized thought of his being. He should steadily focus his thoughts upon the object he has set before him, and he should make this purpose his supreme duty. So our purpose here is to create wealth with the Success Factory Insider opportunity. And this is exactly what Michael Fowler has helped us to do this afternoon. So I want to extend, on behalf of everyone on the call, and of course, Mr. Anderson Chester and Mr. Dwayne Mark Anthony, a sincere and special thank you to Michael Fowler for really emptying his brain of everything to do with trading with Success Factory. And we really, really appreciate this, Mike. That was so awesome. We loved it. We learned a lot, and we're ready to go. At this point in time, though, I'd like to introduce you to someone else, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm really excited. Don't go anywhere. This is going to be continuing with our process of a great meal. I'd like to introduce you to an amazing gentleman, folks, with a legitimate purpose. Okay, he's a true Trini from Mamaral, who is continuously paving his way to an esteemed financial status. He is ranked Blue Diamond with Success Factory, poised for Crown Diamond, okay? He holds a seat as a Circle of Champion member, representing us, representing the Caribbean region, a position of very high calling. He's also a loving father and an even more loving and attentive husband, and a simple guy at heart that is passionate about people transitioning in their own lives to their own financial freedom according to their own definition, okay? So please join me, folks, as I invite and welcome Mr. Anderson Selwyn Chester to share with us his heart once more. Are you there, Mr. Chester? Please, it's all yours.
Hey, thank you so very much, Ms. Miritsa Fowler. I'm right here. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Hearing you loud and clear, definitely.
Wow, yeah, I'm excited, man. You know that I just sat down and I said, my goodness, how could it be? You know, how can I figure out a way to get started one more time with this Forex Insiders? So thank you so much, Miritsa and Mike, you know, for such an amazing job. Elgin, what's up in Amsterdam? What's up in Rotterdam? I'm not sure if you're in Amsterdam. My friends in Bonn, and I'm seeing friends from Italy and Kenya and Uganda and all over the world and over the Caribbean, Suriname and, you know, Antigua, and, you know, I even have some family members on this call from Mamaral too. So Miritsa, you know, Mamaral is a serious place, you know. But definitely, guys, I'm excited about what's happening here with this Forex Insiders program and platform. And of course, I want to say hats off to Mr. Dwayne Mark Anthony. A couple of days ago, he called me and we just came up with this idea whilst we were talking on the phone, you know. He said we were speaking about the fact that this thing is so simple. One, and two, it is also so real and so effective, and so, you know, so many people are being blessed by this. The thing about Forex is that Forex is so much of a scary thing for many people, you know. Even me, you know, when we launched the Forex platform 2 months ago, I didn't do anything until maybe 3 weeks after. I bought the package, by the way, but I didn't place my first trade until 3 weeks later, you know, because I was scared. And even DMA is saying, you know, man, I'm a blue diamond in this company, bro. And, you know, I'm scared to place this trade, you know. But the reality is when you get placing trades and you start realizing the power of compound interest, the power of growth with regards to the profit flow of this reality that we're in with this business, how could you hide it from people? You know, how could you not speak to people about this? How could you not introduce people to this business from the perspective of just what Miritsa said, being your brother's keeper? You know what I'm saying? So for me, especially in quarantine right now, a lot of people are talking, and for me, I'm really big on passive income, you know. One of the things I understood very, very early on in life is that, hey, you know what? I had to do business because I knew that having a job for me, working 8 to 5, 10 to 9 to 5, 10 to 6, 11 to 7, trading my time only, wouldn't cut it, you know, and several people on this call today maybe feel the same way, you know, hey, you know what? A job is a very good thing. It takes care of you. But if you really want to get to the place where you are free, financially free, you have to get into a spot where you are not trading time for money only. You have to be allowing money to work for you. If you guys agree with me, just type me a 555 in the chat box. Just type me a 555 in the chat box if you understand what I'm saying. This is why the Forex Insiders product is such an amazing product. But more so, it's so simple to use. Listen, I'm not a skilled trader, and I will never be, or I may never be. Let me don't say never, because they say never, say never. But I do not have the plan to become a skilled trader. I don't plan to be someone sitting behind a computer 6 and 7, 8 hours a day watching the markets. That's not Anderson Chester. I'm not that technical. So what I like, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that we actually have a product where you can just simply, from the comfort of your home in quarantine, just like me, just like you can get a trading idea. Even if you're a plumber, a mechanic, it doesn't matter who you are. You pause for 5 minutes and place a trade. Man, I'm super excited about that, guys. And I know I'm paying, ladies and gentlemen, just 49 euros a month for this. This is most amazing, guys. 49 euros a month for an expert team. I have the opportunity to jump into the largest financial market in the world, backed by an expert team of top technical analysts out of Estonia with over 20 years experience, ladies and gentlemen, giving me advice every single day. I'm good with that. I'm good with that, guys. I don't need to be the one who's the brightest guy in the room. I'm good with that. And with that being said, this is the opportunity for us, ladies and gentlemen. I want to talk to you today, and in particular, I'm not going to talk about the technical side of the business today. I'm going to talk to you about passive income. I want to talk to you about building a dynasty. As much as we know the Forex market is fantastic, as much as we know we're going to build income over a period of time with this, I want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to do what you do naturally, but this time just get paid for it. You know, we like and share all the time on Facebook, and we recommend things to people every single day. You know, you recommend a hairdresser, a beauty salon, you recommend a good, you know, just yesterday, my neighbor recommended to me where to go and get good provision and vegetables and so on, because we were together in the car. He gave me a lift. I was walking, and he said, hey, let's go. And he showed me where he purchases vegetables and so on. We do these things naturally without getting paid. And I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, with the Forex Insiders, we have the opportunity, one, to earn income from the perspective of profit in terms of compound interest over a period of time. But now we have the opportunity to also share this business with people and earn income. If you would like that to happen, just type me a 111 in the chat box. Let me know who I'm speaking with, because this is a segment for you. This is not a segment for me. I already understand this. This is a segment for you to show you how you can actually build a dynasty doing something that you do naturally. Thank you so much for the heads up in the chat box. From all of you who are messaging me in the chat box saying great things. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, this is the reality, guys. This business is gonna grow with or without me. You know, without Anderson Chester, the Forex Insiders is a done deal. Without DMA, Mr. Michael Fowler, it's a done deal. I spoke with some people out of Europe this morning. The things I heard about this platform is on another level. I'm not at liberty to speak about it, but the reality is this is only going to improve. So guess what? For 49 euros a month in quarantine, even if you are laid off, you might be able to find that. But guess what? Even if you find that and start with a broker for 100 euros a month, capital investment outlay, there are some brokers you can even start with 50 euros. This is incredible, guys. This is incredible. So you can start with a small cash outlay and build up. But here's the beautiful thing about this business. And if you are listening to me from a business perspective, I want you to understand that everyone you know in the world, every friend, every cousin, every uncle, every aunt, every person that you consider friend, every brother in the church, every sister in the Lord, you should introduce to this. I'm not saying this because I want the business from the perspective of, hey, you know, they're going to build a network. They can actually be a customer. They can just be a customer. They're not building success factory like me or Mr. Miritsa Fowler, Mr. Michael Fowler, or Elgin, or Nancy, or DMA, or whoever it is on this call. You can actually sit down from the comfort of your home, send a link to someone and say, hey, I just started trading using this. I use it for the last week, for 2 weeks, or whatever you want to say. And this is absolutely phenomenal. Guess what? I'm making profit. Guess what is going to happen? They're going to say to you, hey, I want to start trading. Send me that. Send me that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, every time you do that, the company is going to send you a 10% commission. Mike spoke about that. And this is where, ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity to really build a dynasty over a period of time. Every single month, that person reorders, you know, every time they pay for their subscription because they like what they are getting. Every time they use it, they are impressed. They're getting successful results. Every time they're going to pay their 49 euros, the company is going to send you 10% in check, another 10%, another 10% every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? This is going to happen on autopilot. This is why I'm saying to people, this is not an opportunity to miss. This is why I love the fact that Success Factory actually brought this product in network marketing business model, which, by the way, is the largest in terms of entrepreneurial activity, is the largest industry in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, over 100 years, over 200 billion in revenue. You also know the network marketing industry is larger than the music, the sport, and the movie industry combined. It's larger than that. So what I'm saying is that we have a beautiful opportunity to get paid month after month after month after month. Guess what? If you don't tell your sister or your friend or your brother or your uncle or your neighbor, someone is going to catch up with them and say, hey, have you heard about the Forex Insiders? It's fantastic. I'm saying to you guys on the call, we have a perfect opportunity to build a dynasty. And if you understand what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, just type me a 777 in the chat box. Let's get some interactive conversations going on here, because the reality is, guys, I want you to understand what Mr. Michael Fowler took the time. He's an aviation engineer, by the way. He works on the planes, and every time I'm on a plane, I remember one time I traveled on the plane and he was on the plane with me, and I was smelling gas on the plane, and he was a little bit, couple seats behind me, and I was on the plane in the front. And I said, hey, Mike is cool, so I'm cool. I say, hey, Mike is smelling the gas. He has no problem. I have no problem, because those guys don't take errors lightly. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is, when he started this business, and plus he's a big time Christian, he's a man that don't go into any inferior stuff that is hocus pocus. When he started this business, I said, hey, if Mike loved this product, I'm rocking behind him 100% with this company. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited for you if you can see this opportunity. But let me take the time to show you what this can actually be for you when you start speaking to people. Whoa, this is what I love the most. You know, for me, this is monkey see, monkey do business. For me, this is the easiest thing I've ever done, even at network marketing. This is like a no-brainer product for me. This, because of what I'm seeing in terms of the result, this is the easiest no-brainer product I've ever had the opportunity to interact with in my entire 15-year career in network marketing. I've tried pills and potions and all different things. Anything you can think about, connect with me. Most likely I would have done it. But this is so simple, ladies and gentlemen. You can find two persons anywhere in the world who are going to say to you, hey, I like this product. As a matter of fact, look at this. Look at this. This is just an illustration to show what you can actually earn. I hope I'm coming across clearly, ladies and gentlemen, because my internet is looking like it's a little bit unstable. I want to make sure I'm clear. But this can be your possibility. Could you imagine? You start speaking to people about this business, in no time, you can have 10 persons in your organization. If you have 10 persons, 5 on the right, 5 on the left, ladies and gentlemen, over a period of time, your income can be 25 euros a month. This has nothing to do with your trading. This has nothing to do with your trading, ladies and gentlemen. I'm speaking here directly to the persons who understand the bigger picture, okay? This has nothing to do with your trading. 2020 is our year, by the way, guys. 2020 is the year for absolute success. You know, blessings after blessings. I don't know how you feel, but that's how I feel. 5 people on the right, 5 on the left. The company's going to pay you 25 euros. But guess what? The people that you speak to are going to naturally say, hey, what's happening with you in quarantine? Hey, you're not making money in quarantine. Hey, I have found a way we can compound our money during quarantine. And that 10 is going to start speaking to people over a period of time. And it's going to grow to 100 people, 50 on the right, 50 on the left. Naturally, this can be done by you, or this can be done by people that you introduce to the business. This is very simple. This is a no-brainer. Guys, it's going to be 250 euros a month, but it doesn't stop there. There are people on this call right now who have over 1,000 people in their group, and I know them. Ages like 21 years, 18 years old. People I know on this call right now have over 1,000 people in their business already that I know personally, who are not high-end professionals and high-end salesmen. They just speak to people and they grow their business over a period of time. Over 1,000 people. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have 500 on the right, 500 on the left people, it's over 2,500 euros a month. Well, let me leave it at 2,500 euros a month. For me, ladies and gentlemen, that's eureka. Anytime you tell me I can earn 2,500 euros a month, God be praised. That's almost 20,000 or plus, 20,000 plus in my currency. God be praised. With a product that I'm not just using, hey, I'm just experiencing something that I like. It's no big deal, What are you doing on your phone, bro? Well, I'm just on my phone for 5 minutes. I really don't spend time more than that. The last 7 trades I've placed, ladies and gentlemen, all of them were in the green. Everyone. And every one of them, I didn't even look back. I just placed the trade. I said, Mike said to do this. I'm going to do that. The Forex Insiders trade came in. I went into my back office, and I just did exactly what I saw. The only thing Ms. Cheryl Cato taught me is, Anderson Chester, make sure and mind your business with your lot sizes because you're managing at 3% risk. That's it. Once I understood that, in 5 minutes, I placed my trades. Hey, I went to bed one night. It was $4 in the morning, $82 profit. Done. The next day, I went to bed. It was in profit, swinging like a big pendulum into the profit, into negative. I didn't do anything. I already said my take profit 1. I don't take big risks like Mike, who's doing take profit 3. I'm just take profit 1. Boom, profit. The last 7 trades straight. I'm saying this to you, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to talk to people about this naturally, guys. And when you do this, it's one day going to grow to 1,000 people. Some of you might do 1,000 a month. It's up to you if you're aggressive. It doesn't matter. The company doesn't limit you. What I'm saying is if you have 1,000 people in your organization subscribing, remember this, month after month, they're going to subscribe. Trust me, month after month, people will subscribe. You can earn 2,500 euros a month. If you get it to 10,000, which has been done before, I know people in this group have 5,000 and 6,000 and 8,000 people in their group. I know people without degrees, people who have never traded in their life, people who have never made 1,000 euros. If on this call have thousands of people right now in their group. Elgin, I don't know, I can't count your number, bro. Your number probably in the hundreds of thousands. But my friend, this is simple business. This is why I wanted to talk to people, because people must understand outside of building the compound interest, we have the opportunity with Success Factory for 49 euros a month to actually start with this, stay on the subscription, speak to people. Remember, I'm from Mamara, right? I'm a countryman. I know about digging yam and toting water and stuff. That's what I know. So I'm not technical. So for me, my success all came from common sense. Common sense says to me, Chester, you're using a product. Talk to people about the product. When they use the product, they get excited about the product. They're going to talk to other people about the product. Talk to as many people as possible about the product, and they're going to talk to more people about the product, and you're going to make money. That's all. That's all I learned in school. Common sense, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all you need to know, because you don't need to learn the expert part. But guess what? One day you're going to have 10,000 people. I hope you're with me. I hope you're with me. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we start talking what Kiyosaki spoke about. Passive income. Could you mute the mics out for me? Any one of the hosts, could you just mute the mics out for me, please? Yeah? This is what we start talking about when we speak about passive income, ladies and gentlemen. Building a dynasty from the comfort of your home. Hey, it doesn't matter if COVID-19 stays 3 more months for me. I am cool with that because I am home in a very nice place, very comfortable. I am very comfortable with my family. Some people are not comfortable with their wife and so on because this is not normal. I'm just kidding. But I am very comfortable with my children and family, ladies and gentlemen. And more so, I have the opportunity to build a business from the comfort of my home. And you have the very same opportunity. If you didn't know before, you now know you can actually build passive income from this business. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you in a humble way to go crazy. Let's go crazy and build passive income by speaking to people one person at a time. I want to introduce Mr. Dwayne Marcantino in this call, who's going to talk about tomorrow. We have something happening tomorrow. Maybe I hope he can come on and just speak for maybe a minute or two to just give you a little idea as to you know, what's happening tomorrow, because we are on a mission, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to close off April strong. And this is for people who, it doesn't matter who you are. You know, if you want to build a business, if you don't want to build a business, but this is specifically for people who wants to develop a team. We are doing amazing things, and we're going to continue doing amazing things this week in the Caribbean. And of course, the company, as a company, we are continuing to do amazing things. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Let us do our part. Let us do our part and build that passive income. It is time, guys. You know, I'm fed up of people, you know, saying the same thing to me over and over, which I used to say, you know, to myself all the time. There's so much more month than money. The month is done, but I still need money. The month has come, I got paid, but I need money. I have no passive income. This is the reality. If you were to stop, you know, getting paid right now, ladies and gentlemen, like many people in Trinidad and Tobago and across the world, stop getting paid right now. How long can you survive without your salary? What we are saying to people is let us build a passive income stream that even if you are there or not, you can still earn income. This is common sense for me again. So I want to unmute the mic, Mr. Dwayne McAntony. I hope you are there. If you are there, maybe you can unmute your mic and just share for maybe a minute or two as to what's happening in the next couple of days. One, and two, of course, you know, I'm really happy that you are here because, you know, I remember a couple of days ago when we decided to do this call because we really want to give everybody or every opportunity to win. Mr. McAntony, are you there?
Check. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Man, I'm hearing you loud and clear, sir.
Wow. What an incredible call. Thank you very much, Mr. Chester, Mr. Anderson Chester, and for your service, for your love for the people, and of course, in how we would have put together this program together, Forex Super Saturday. And definitely my full commendation to Mr. Michael Fowler. What a beautiful presentation. I mean, I feel so excited about this because if you are anything like me, ladies and gentlemen, it means that you don't know anything much about Forex. But I've been able to sit down like a student and really take in this full presentation in a beautiful way and really get inspired about how you can achieve financial success. And I know that you feel the same thing like me, but I'm really talking from the posture of being a complete novice when it comes to the Forex world, a world that is already transacting trillions of dollars every single week. But how it would have been brought across, I am quite sure that many people on this call highly appreciative and highly grateful for what was shared. Now, of course, we understand in the same way that we cannot master all of the processes and master all of the concepts overnight, but it begins with the first step. And I'm definitely inspired to take the first step. So commendation to you, Mr. Fowler, and your dear wife, my lovely sister. Of course, many of you know that for a tremendous job hosting. And to each and every one of you on this call, from all across the world, whatever country, whatever continent that you are representing, my congratulations is to you. It is to you because you took the time, you took the effort in the midst of your country's situation in terms of how your country is handling the current crisis. You took the time to be here. Surely you could have perhaps been on Netflix, or you could have perhaps been on YouTube or whatever, or spending more time with your family, or perhaps going crazy somewhere in the corner of your house. But being here I think it was a better decision. It was a better decision because we are building, as Mr. Anderson said, a dynasty. We are building a global business. So for each of you, congratulations to each of you. Now I want to be able to talk to you about a matter that you have to make a decision on when it comes to the ultimate survival in your life in this time. And I always talk about the need for income. I think one of the most important factors in your economic life is income, your ability to earn income, your ability to produce income, which is why what was shared by Miritsa Fowler earlier in terms of the cash flow quotient is so important. It's critically important, the way that we earn income. And this is an opportunity to really to revel and really bask in the quadrants that says that you are an investor. Imagine that you have a business, you own a business, and at the same time, you are building a significant business. And I really see that Forex is a beautiful, Forex Insiders, let me be specific. I really see that Forex Insiders is a beautiful component, ladies and gentlemen, in our whole matrix as we build a successful business going forward in Success Factory. Because, ladies and gentlemen, many of you on this call right now, you are members of Success Factory, and I acknowledge you. But I more acknowledge those of you who may not be members of Success Factory. And of course, you are probably new and you are probably versed in Forex, or you're probably not too versed in Forex. But we reiterate that Success Factory is a viable business for this time. So for all of you who are members and those of you who are now getting started, you are excited about what is happening. We are focused on building a strong Success Factory business. So let me ask you a very simple question. I want you to go to the chat and rattle off some of those answers. I really believe that this year is a year of impact. That is why we call it Impact 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you, most of you know our compensation plan of Success Factory. How many of you want to ensure that by the end of this year that you qualify the rank of diamond? Can you put a thumbs up? Can you say yes? Can you say me? Can you say whatever in terms of the answer to that question, that you conclude 2020 at the rank of diamond? How many of you believe that? That you believe that, you know what, I am going to get diamond done in this company, no matter what. Whether you are from the beautiful countries of the Caribbean region, whether you're from North America, whether you're from Canada, whether you're from Africa, any country across Africa, whether you're from Europe and you are on this call right now, you're excited, you're seeing and hearing all that is happening. Hey, how many of you, Anderson, just spoke about the opportunity to build a legacy? Well, it starts, ladies and gentlemen, with the foundation of our compensation plan, which is our business contract. It is our business contract that discusses how we earn income, and in particular, in this regard, with the Forex Insiders, you have the opportunity to build and build and build and build so systematically. And I love this more than anything else, so systematically that you can even calculate when and how or what of how many quantities of a unit that you need to get to the rank of diamond. And if you're very serious about this, and if you really believe it, as Lincoln, you said that it is in my future. Well, I want each and every one of us to even be more definitive than that. I want you to say that it is in my 2020 definitive plans that in this year right now, no matter what, regardless of the coronavirus, regardless of COVID-19, regardless of quarantine, regardless of lockdown, regardless of whatever that you are going through right now, it does not matter. What matters more than anything else is the conviction of heart, the courage of spirit, and the decision from this day, from seeing this Super Saturday about Forex Insiders, to take this opportunity in a magnificent, serious way, ladies and gentlemen, open your personal belief and deciding that you can quantify month by month by month what you need to qualify for the rank of diamond. And we have never been able to do that before because we have been building a project with cryptocurrency, with volume and so on, and it takes time to build that. And over the last 2 years, we have had tremendous success all across the entire world. But now, ladies and gentlemen, you can begin to talk in terms of quantity, in terms of how many subscribers do I need to qualify the significant required volume that I could become diamond. And this is what I love, which is why it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, to share this, that you may not perhaps be building some of the other services, you may not perhaps building some of the other products, you may not, I don't know. Some people, they have chosen to create a program and a marketing approach, just as our 7 steps of success suggest, to present and market all of these products. But there are some people, let's face it, there are some people who are more specialists. My friends, if you decide to even specialize in the Forex platform, but you put together that specialty with the power, somebody say power, with the power of the Success Factory compensation plan, from diamond to blue diamond to black diamond to crown diamond to ambassador to royal ambassador to crown ambassador, you can actually work that out by way of numbers of persons needed to subscribe for a flat fee of 49 or 50 euros every single month. And it means, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps if you calculate whatever your goals are, you need to build. You need to build, for example, 10,000 people on your left side, 10,000 people on your right side. But if you decide to do that from this moment, if you decide that, you know what, I am going to build. It doesn't matter if I am an expert in Forex or if I am novice in Forex. You decide that you are going to build. And if you decide that in your heart, ladies and gentlemen, I would encourage you to get full to work, which is why, for example, let us talk from the aspect of the Caribbean. We have a whole repertoire, ladies and gentlemen, of events planned. And this whole process for us started last Saturday with our Super Saturday training entitled Building Your Business. It was a powerful Super Saturday. Many of you were also on that training session from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the night. And today, 1 week later, we are now experiencing our complete focus on the Forex Super Saturday. But ladies and gentlemen, it is time to build. Can you say that with me? Time to build. And it doesn't matter where you are. If you are in the Netherlands, if you are in Kenya, if you are in Nigeria or any of those beautiful African countries, if you are in the Far East, say with me, it is time to build. But one of the things that we would have discussed, my dear friends, one of the things that we would have discussed in our Super Saturday training is creating your project 100. And I really believe in that because it is one of the first critical steps in building momentum, ladies and gentlemen, launching your business to build momentum. It is time to build. So what you need to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're beyond a list of names of 100 persons. What is very critical now is engaging and activating all of the activities to begin to bring out the volume, the subscriptions needed to launch your business in a significant way. Which is why I want to present to you what we are going to release from tomorrow. And all across our social platforms, you are going to see it. You are going to see our social platforms, our WhatsApp groups, our Facebook streams, our Instagram beginning to, ladies and gentlemen, from this evening. But tomorrow, we are going to have something beautiful. From 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., tomorrow being Sunday, April the 26th. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for our very first call-a-thon. Call-a-thon. Now, you probably know the term marathon. And a marathon requires that, it is an athletic race that you run a particular distance, and such a distance requires a lot of training and a lot of skill and a lot of preparation to release your best performance for that marathon, maybe 5 kilometers or 15 kilometers or 20 kilometers or even more, 100 kilometers. There are many different kinds and levels of marathons in the world of sports. But what we are going to do is a marathon on the phone, a marathon on the phone called a call-a-thon, engaging the entire network, ladies and gentlemen. You who would have heard about Forex, you who would have heard about the different products of Success Factory, with your list of names, your names, which is the lifeblood and the investment of your business, ladies and gentlemen, beyond even a Teleton. We want everyone to pull out the list that you have created over the last 5 to 7 days. Pull out that up list, and we will be back on this platform in Zoom. And we are going to run you through certain drills where in real time with your uplines, in real time with your leaders and with your diamonds, we are going to engage a very strong strategic rollout of an exercise to call and invite, 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 to call and invite your over 100 names. You will get yeses, you will get no's, you will get more no's than yeses, but we are going to call by the hour to the next hour, 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 to the next hour. May the last man be standing successfully at 6 p.m. from 2 p.m. And of course, I'm talking in the effect of Eastern Trinidad time, Caribbean time. And it is time to put into a work process the list that you have taken to create. It should have been done in 24 hours, your list, or 48 hours, but we allow the whole process, especially our new members over the last few days, to make sure that you perfected that list. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build. So we are going to impact and effect that process. So get ready. All of the details will be posted on our social streams and our WhatsApp groups for what will be our very first Caribbean and, of course, by extension, global call-a-thon. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are excited about this, I want you to go to your chat right now and type in call. You know, call, make that phone call, call-a-thon, 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 call-a-thon. So when you come off of this super training tonight, ladies and gentlemen, perfect that up list. Make sure you have all of your contact numbers by the correct names. Make sure you put a grade of 1 to 10, meaning number 10 for those who are explosively hot and ready to respond, to a grade of 1 for a person who don't have no interest at all. It doesn't matter. Call a ton. We are going to call everyone that we put a grade on, ladies and gentlemen, to roll out across the whole Caribbean region. This will be Sunday call-a-thon. And get ready to explode your business, because the moment that you have 50 persons in your organization, for example, subscribing to our Forex platform on your left and 50 on your right, you are a total major success. But as many of you said, that you are going to build your business to the rank of diamond. So now we start. Don't get bogged down by the emotional depression of the shutdown and the quarantine and all of the issues that are happening now. Focus your mind, speak to your subconscious mind, and create a reality of the picture that you are going to see at the end. And when that call-a-thon is finished between 5 and 6 p.m., if you're in the Caribbean, get ready for our Caribbean Vision Call, which is at 8 p.m. So, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you need to get up. You need to wake up very early, prepare your lunch, for your family, prepare your breakfast, your lunch, your prayer, your devotions, all of those things. But prepare yourself for an intense day, because a marathon requires a lot of intense preparations. But if you want to build a significant big business, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an intense marathon on the phone. Are you ready for this? All across the entire world, log on to this platform right now. Are you ready for this? Everybody say yes. Everyone say yes. Yes, 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 yes. And we move from the call-a-thon at the end of tomorrow into Monday, magical Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, 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 wow. Where in our magical Monday, we will be joined. Mr. Anderson, are you are you still here? Let me ask you first. Yes?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Wow. Would it be okay for us to announce our special guest on a Monday, sir?
Absolutely.
Wow, where we will be joined with our top of the world global upline, #1 in network marketing, #1, ladies and gentlemen, in our company, #1 income earner himself on Magic Monday, Mr. Igor Emmanuel Alberts. And he is going to bring the fever. He is going to bring the magic. He is going to ignite every atom, every element of our business for all the persons as a result of Sunday that we created through our quarterton to have a complete call packed out with over 500 persons, 500 persons plus, where we are going to launch the process across the whole region of the Caribbean to a complete different level. And that is Monday. But on Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, on Tuesday, we move from our quarterton on Sunday to our Magic Monday. On Tuesday, we are going to release a series of power launch webinar calls from our quartertons, where we invite all of our lists to be on our webinar that is designed specifically for our prospects coming out of the quarterton to Tuesday for the whole entire day, a marathon of power launch webinar calls to launch your business at every hour of the day, from the first webinar on 9 a.m. to the next webinar 11 a.m. to the next webinar 1 p.m. to the next webinar at 3 p.m. to the next webinar at 5 p.m. to culminate in the grand finale, our terrific Tuesday webinar, ladies and gentlemen, at 8 p.m. So wow, 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 wow. Are you ready for what will be 3 days of intense launching? 3 days of intense 7 steps to success. 3 days of intense work. 3 days of intense discipline. 3 days of intense commitment, because we are ready to build and create an impact in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, we have never done something like this before in the context of our teams, our organizations, and in our companies. I've been involved in building teams and networks for over 15 years, and I've seen that the leaders and organizations in those companies, ladies and gentlemen, that have engaged in an activity such as this created tremendous, tremendous success. Tremendous success that lasted for over a year and beyond. Well, for the first time, my friends, we are going to release and launch 3 days of intense activity right from our quarantined neighborhoods, homes, and environments. Get ready for tomorrow. Call Atan into our Magic Money with our top global leader into a day of PL, power launches. So are you ready to go to the next level? Are you ready to build your business to the next level? And that is what we mean, that when we say that in the midst of a global shutdown, when everywhere and everyone thought or felt that it was impossible, that we at Success Factory rose to the complete different level, creating an impact and success for all. So in the words of our upline, hey, you can never know what dreams may come. We wish you success for all. I love you much, and I hand it back to you, to Mr. Anderson Chester. Thank you for this time. Congratulations once again to everyone who have been on this call.
Wow, 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 wow. Wait, wow, man, you are definitely excited, bro. I said 2 minutes and this man went down the path. Bro, you're really excited, man, but I completely understand why you're excited like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much once again, Mr. Mark Anthony, first and foremost, I want to thank you for just really bringing it from the heart. You know, this is what it is. It's really from the heart. And I want to thank you guys for being on this call. My time has come to an end. I want to hand this back right away to Miritsa Fowler. And of course, thank you, Miritsa and Mike, for just being an amazing, amazing facilitator. Well, facilitators, being amazing facilitators today. Thank you very much. All right. God bless.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anderson Chester. Thank you so much, Mr. Dwayne McAnthony. And we also want to give thanks to Mr. Igor Alberts and his lovely wife, Andrea Trimbalo, who made this a reality for each and every single one of us. I know we had a fantastic 3 hours. It was packed with information, packed with energy, and definitely packed with delivery. This, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the moment where we're closing the curtain on Super Saturday. We look forward to many awesome events like this. I know you're ready for Monday morning. I want to say a special thank you as well to Michael Fowler, who really took it to a different level and gave us a lot of comfort in this area. But we're done, guys. We're done for Saturday. It's been awesome. You have work to do. You have got to get yourself ready. Love to each and every one of you on the call. Let's close the show. Ladies and gentlemen, this was awesome. Indeed, super. All the best to you. And we close off for now. Give yourselves a round of applause. You've been a really awesome audience. Thank you so much. And we're out. Maybe we could get